My godfather, who's been very successful, he just said to me, the only bit of advice I give you, he said, is get to you money as soon as possible.
There you go.
And I said, what do you mean? He went, to the extent where you have enough money where you can tell anybody you and walk away.
Yeah.
So someone in a job that you've got is giving you a hard time or whatever, and I've actually acted on this.
Right.
You can just literally walk away because you're not reliant on that thing or that person for money to buy food in the morning.
Well, there's money, and then there's Elon Musk.
Right.
He literally says,
yes,
the people
the people who he needs to give money to X.
Like, right? Yeah. That's the real definition of
that is.
But I agree. But listen, let me just getting back to what you said, right? The mistake people make when they invest, because you're right, you have to have fun, and specifically I say you should speculate, and I go through how to speculate carefully, have fun, make money. But the bottom line is, if you think that you can take your money that you save and speculate, you're going to end up okay. You're not. You're going to mostly get destroyed because the playing field is dramatically tipped against you. When you go to a casino, right, and you walk into a casino, the odds are stacked against you, right? So over time, you're going to lose. You might win once in a while, but over time, you lose.
But some people enjoy going even if they lose money.
But it gets worse, though, because this is not just a casino, Wall Street. It's a corrupt casino where the dice are stacked or loaded, the cards are being dealt from the bottom of the deck, so it's not a fair playing field. So it's a double whammy. It's the odds are against you naturally, and then it's also stacked against you because it's corrupt. There's corruption there. There's things that are illegal, like short-term, high-frequency trading. There's inside information all over the place. There's just better deals given to the bigger investors. So the answer is you extract the value by investing in the S&P 500. And by the way, they're constantly changing out companies, so you always have the best companies. And then you still have the fun by taking some money that you have and go do whatever you want. You want to go and buy and sell crypto and tokens or NFTs or short-term.
Do you believe in Bitcoin?
Yes, I do believe in Bitcoin.
I saw Jamie Dimon saying he just thinks it's all hot air.
And listen, I respectfully I once thought that too. Okay, I did. But again, when you look at something like Bitcoin, it's like one of those things where truly the lie can become the truth if enough people say it's true.
But isn't it a case of if there's enough mugs out there, they'll all trade it with each other and it will go up?
Well, yes, but you have some really smart mugs these days. You have some of the most sophisticated people starting to embrace it. So I think most of crypto is complete bullshit.
Currency, I can understand, and Jamie Dimon was saying that you can use cryptocurrency in a perfectly legitimate way, and it's very useful.
Yeah.
The actual system, but
blockchain, the underlying technology.
The blockchain technology, that technology is very useful and is widely used.
Right.
His argument was more about the kind of Bitcoin stuff, which just seems to be based on a sack of sand.
Well, on some level that's true, but you can make the same case for fiat currencies where they're printing dollars and just printing more dollars at any time they see fit. But one thing about Bitcoin is there's a finite amount of Bitcoin. And I would agree in the early days, yes, it was mostly used for fraud and scamming and evading. It's not the case anymore. There's a lot of really sophisticated people who are buying Bitcoin now that there's EFTs. It's completely it's ETFs, but it's completely changed now. So I think Bitcoin is legit, but the problem is all these other coins and cryptos that are worthless, and they're like the penny stocks of crypto, and they're basically been issued by people that want to separate others from their money, and those should be avoided.
You mentioned penny stocks. It was that led you down the wrong path, wasn't it?
Yes.
That stuff early on. And it ended up with you losing your liberty. What was the worst moment for you? When it all went wrong, when you look back, what was the moment you would least want to relive?
When I was asked to wear a wire, and I did, and it was a friend, and
the scene we see in the film.
And I slipped him a note because I didn't want to rap. I thought I was being a stand-up guy.
Yeah, so that's in the movie.
Right, it's true. And I thought I was doing the right thing as, a man, and I slipped the guy a note saying, don't incriminate yourself, right? And I walked away from that saying, you know what, I maintain my integrity because I'm not a rat. And then 3 months later, they came back to me, and the guy ratted me out. And at that moment in time, like literally, I lost all faith in humanity. And I was facing 20 years in jail. They could have broken my agreement if it was not for the FBI agent who indicted me. He was a great guy. He understood, and they gave me a second chance because that could have destroyed my life. That was the low point for sure. That moment when you think like I'm not a rat, and then it's.
So that's the Jonah Hill character.
But that's not true. It wasn't. But in reality, it was not the Joe Hill
Right.
character. They collapsed like 3 or 4 people into that character, right? It was someone else.
Did you ever have anything more to do with the one that ratted you out?
You know, I saw him a few times, but no relation.
Any forgiveness?
Yeah, of course I forgive. I'm not one to hold grudges, and I forgive. You know, and you don't forget, but you certainly can.
But that was
forgive.
worse for you than actually going to prison.
Far worse than prison itself was waiting to go to prison.
The thought of it.
Just the uncertainty in your life. You're almost dying in slow motion. You know, once you go to prison, you know, it becomes almost a rebirth if you're willing to take that failure, that life failure, and use it as a lesson to reinvent yourself. And that's what I did.